What's good, everybody? It's your boy Survey Air 405. This is the Final Four Sports program, the first episode of 2026. And of course, I can't do this by myself. I have these almanac of the gridiron, just these geniuses who know everything there is to know about sports. And if they don't, Joe will look it up in Ask AI and they'll let them know.
Hey, yo, chat.
This
Hey,
episode of
yo, chat.
this Hey Yo Chat, this episode of Final Four is brought to you by ChatGPT and Gemini. Hey, if it's good for Joe, it's good for us. All right, so
Also brought to you by Mr. Hims.
oh,
Don't
we got to
have a
do it
hard
somehow.
name.
We got to
Have a
make some
Hims.
money around here somehow. And of course, we got Jay, we got Joe, and we got Dre, Mr. Jalen Hurts, number one fan right there. There he is. There's Dre.
And you
I'm
see what
New
the
Jack
shirt say?
Dre.
Love hurts, baby. Love
That's
hurts,
the
baby.
new
I'm the
name.
number one. I'm the number one fan.
I don't know. New Jack Dre. He looks like him.
Yeah, I look like him,
He's,
bro.
he's
New
wild.
Jack Dre.
We could have been rich if you just put your bid in for that Jalen Hurts lookalike
Bro, I
contest.
had work that day. I would have went.
You would have won that shit.
You would
Hands
have
Would've
won.
won.
down.
I saw the other contestants. They had
They
nothing.
didn't look shit like him, but
No
I
one
did.
was fucking close, dog. No one was
Bro,
close.
you win, and then Jay's going to show up and say, am I my brother's keeper? You know?
And then he shoots the shit out of me.
Yes,
That's
I
it.
am.
So you know what?
He's my shit.
At the end of the day, we're all just living just enough for the city. And I know the city of Philadelphia is very, very happy that they made the playoffs. You guys are going to be playing
Wait,
the
wait, 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 wait.
49ers.
I mean, we all have our playoff hopes. So it's a moment of silence for every one of the fans who will not be watching the playoffs this season because their team's on the couch or in
They'll be
Cancun.
watching.
Moment of
That was
silence.
Cowboys.
All right, here we
They're
go.
going to be watching us, though. That's the hilarious part. Because
Yeah.
guess what? Everybody in this chat has a playoff team,
Yeah.
and on top of that, two fantasy champions in here. That's right.
That's right.
Oh,
And I won
Right.
Dreams League.
Hey, shout out A1 Nero. Hey, there's another L for you, my friend.
Lord.
Courtesy of Survey.
Gentleman's 30. Did you give him a
Gentleman's 30.
gentleman's 30?
30. You give him a quick 16 bars.
Gave him a
Nero's
30
going to
piece.
just punch me in the face when he sees me in April. So that's just what's going to happen.
Lord.
There's going to be the first NGT fight. Me and just Nero just fucking duking it out. Anyways, so we're all excited about the playoffs. The regular season ended. Let's just jump into this real quick before we get into what we think is going to be probably one of the better playoffs in a long time. Who do you think right now is going to end up winning the MVP? Joe, what do you think?
It has to be Drake May. It has to be Drake May at this point. Like, it's it's like this. I don't even want to do like the 6-7 hands because like it's I fucking hate it because like literally Drake May and Matt Stafford are like doing this right now when it comes to like who is just being a freaking gunslinger and how they're holding it down. I think tapering off at the end of the season, Stafford struggled where Drake May actually excelled, and I think that's going to be the changing difference where Drake May wins the MVP.
Okay. Dre, what do you think?
I think the same thing. I think Drake May played a lot more consistent at the end of the season more than Matt Stafford did, especially with that Atlanta Falcons loss. I was not expecting that. I don't think nobody was. And he just played poor in that one. And I think that kind of gave Drake May the lead and the edge in the MVP voting. So I think I'm going to go Drake May too.
Okay. Jay, what you think? You got a same thing or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be inclined to agree. And I know I had a take last week where I said Drake May I think might be a potential fraud and overrated and the whole nine, just based off of strength of schedule. But it was a hot take. If I'm gonna be fair, bipartisan about it, at the end of the day, he has been playing the most consistent football throughout the year. And then once again, like not to mimic what everyone else said, but where Matt Stafford struggled at the end of the year. Drake May stayed consistent, so that's going to be the backbreaker. That's going to be the difference maker. I got Drake May for MVP 2026.
Yeah, I think we all agree. I mean, I said this a few weeks ago, but I mean, it wasn't like a big hot take to just pick him. But Stafford for most of the year has been really, really good. But just like Jay said, like he just
He was my quarterback for fantasy, so he better have been fucking good.
Yeah, he definitely had a great season. The Rams are still a problem in the NFC. And I think that he's going to get it. Now, outside of that, we're going to stick with the NFC, talking about Stafford. How far do you think the Rams are going to go? And do you think your Eagles are going to be a legitimate threat to go back to back? Jay, let's just start with you because you always look fired up when we talk about the Eagles.
So I'll start with the Rams. They have the pieces. I'll start with the bad to
What?
start off.
I threw the
I'll start with
fucking. I just threw you an Eagles
okay.
fucking
All right. Okay. All right.
thing.
All
I
right.
will
Okay.
start with the Rams.
I'll start with the Eagles then. Fine. Okay.
Please do, because that's
Listen.
what I asked you.
Here's the deal. The Eagles have the offensive firepower and the experience to give Philly a potential deep playoff run if we go back to back. I think it all depends on how we show up against the Niners. I think that game will show a lot. How our defense plays, how we're able to stop Purdy's offensive passing attack, and then honestly, what's going to happen in the offense is the play calling going to be up to par? Is Jalen going to play okay? Are we going to be able to get Saquon going? So all of these things, I think, if we could fix the secondary issues and be able to manage the clock correctly, I think we have a good chance of making a deep run. Repeating is going to be difficult, as we know in the NFL. It always is, but I have more confidence in my Eagles than I did a few weeks ago. So, hey, man, we'll see. Any given Sunday, I'll say I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic.
Okay, so what money on the line, and it's not going to affect you personally losing X amount of money. It's free, money that you could just put out there. You're a gambler. Who you putting your money on? Eagles or Niners?
If I was placing a bet, okay,
put your money where your mouth is.
Put my money where my mouth is. I'm always going to go off of what it looks like on paper, and on paper, the Eagles to me are the best team in the NFL. On paper, are the best team in the NFL.
Wait. You think you're saying on paper they're the best team in the NFL?
I think on paper, if you look at the pieces that we have Saquon Barkley, we have AJ Brown, we have Devontae Smith, we have Jalen Hurts, who's a solid quarterback. We have a monstrous defense. I think that absolutely we could be considered on paper the best team in the NFL. What the problem lies is getting that to translate to the field. And that's been the problem all year. The pieces are there. It's just can it happen? Can it manifest?
When you say on paper, what exactly do you mean? Like just because you have superstars just like that, or are you talking about statistically on paper?
No, not statistically. What I mean is just like, if I was like looking without just knowing the players and just looking at the rosters from this year, I would be like, wow, the Eagles are stacked. This is the best team in the NFL. I don't see a team who matches us talent for talent when it comes to just player versus player. The problem all year has been coaching and play calling and it not translating in execution on the field. So yes, like I said, on paper, that's what that means.
Dre, what do you think of the Eagles' chances against the 49ers? And we're going to get into the playoff picks and stuff. I just want to hear you guys Eagles thoughts, and then we can get into all that stuff.
After what I just saw in that last game, y'all know where we playing at, right? That shit is in the link. That shit is about to be a belt to ass. Brock Purdy and them is not going to do anything like they did 2 seasons ago when we didn't have Saquon Barkley. It's going to be like 3 seasons ago when they came and they got 31-7. We going to put belt to ass. Defense is going to lock that shit up. We going to get to the next round. Simple as that. I don't even need to say no more. That's
so you hold on. But you think it's going to be like you're talking like it's going to be an easy dub. The 49ers got action. Like, how would it be an easy dub, even if you're at home? Like, we beat you guys at home.
Yeah, you guys are what? You guys are the number 1 seed, though.
But we're the 49ers. They're up to what? Like, you talking like they're like
Did you see their last game? Brock Purdy couldn't move the ball past the 50-yard line with McCaffrey. So they're getting their ass whooped.
So you're not wrong. You're basing this off of the last game and not the whole season, like the team as a season that had injuries and still persevered and won games to have a record that they have after everything that they've been through all year. They actually have a really good team. So even though you guys are at home, you guys are the favorite.
Server, you asked me and I gave you the answer. BTA, belt to ass.
How many points?
We win by 15 points.
15
fuck it,
points.
16. Fuck, you know what? 17. Fuck it, 21.
Let's go. You know it's bad when Jay says, "Wow." Even Jay's like,
Belt to
wow.
ass.
Joe, what do you think? Do you agree with Dre? Belt to ass? What do you got? He's asking Gemini first. Hold on.
No. I
Yo,
was looking
Chad,
up.
I got
I
a
was trying to
question,
look up.
Hey,
Chad.
yo, chat.
No, I was trying to look up this. I was trying to look up the spread. I was trying to look up the spread on the San Francisco Eagles game.
What are you guys like?
So
6-point favorites or something? Since you're at home,
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to. I didn't get a
Only
chance.
I'll
thing
look.
It's
getting
all, well, it's
spread.
at
Only
least
Say your
thing getting
thoughts. I'll look
spread
it
is
up
a
right
belt
now.
to that ass.
Do we
That's
get
you guys are at home.
Brock Purdy? Do we get Brock Purdy versus the Bears? Because if we do,
No.
it's gonna be a rough
Wait,
game.
hold on. Joe, go ahead and say your Eagles thoughts.
okay. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna predict the future for you. Okay. We're gonna go home, and like you just said, belt to ass on San Francisco. Then we're gonna take a little road trip. We're gonna take a little road trip to Chicago.
Four and a
we're
half
gonna get our
point favorite,
revenge.
by the way. 4.5-point
Four and a
favorite.
half point favorite. It's not bad. I would not take the spread. I'm gonna say it's gonna be won by a field goal.
Okay. So it's not belt to ass if they win by
but
a field goal.
I'm saying belt to ass.
I
I
know,
didn't
but
say belt to ass. That
you just did. You said
then we're gonna go to Chicago.
Didn't you just
No.
agree? No, I know Dre said it, but didn't you
No,
just?
I agree we're winning. I agree we're winning.
I thought you said it's going to be belt to ass.
I want it to be belt to ass, but I'm saying yes to both here, and this is the reason why.
Okay.
One, like you said, on paper, we are one of the best teams. There is not anybody in the playoffs that has a better wide receiver core than us. There's not a better backfield than us. The defense next to Houston is one of the best defenses in there. You're close. Don't get me wrong. You have a very good defense. But none of these teams have been producing at the end of this season good offensive games like this for us to be able to have a defense that we have in order for it to work. The problem is this is going to be an all or nothing season for us because our defense is about to get gutted. So they got to play with their fucking hearts. And I'm going to say right now, we're going to go into the link on Sunday at 4:30, and by 8:00, you're going to find out why Brock Purdy is not who the Brock Purdy is, but it's going to be the Brock Purdy from the 2017 when we broke his fucking hand. Then we're going to go into Chicago for a revenge win because Chicago's going to whoop on Green Bay.
We're going to break his fucking hand.
So we're going to go to Chicago. We're going to go to Chicago. Hold on. We're going to go to Chicago and we're going to whoop on their fucking asses. And then we're coming back to the link. And why you say we're coming back to the link? Because it's going to be the NFC Championship of last season. It is going to be the Rams, Eagles, and it's going to be the same thing because history is going to repeat itself, and we're going to beat them, and we're going to walk into the Super Bowl against. And here's my guess: it's against the three teams I'm scared of on the AFC side, which is y'all, Denver, Buffalo, because in this chance, Buffalo is the team now. Everybody who's ever stopped Josh Allen is no longer there.
Right. Yeah, I've seen the memes too. Yeah, right. I know.
Yeah, and New England. Drake May is a monster. That is the team. Those are the three teams because we're going to see Houston's got the defense, but I don't think Drake May beats Houston next week.
Joe, Drake May, and this is where my hot take comes in. Drake May has not seen one defense like ours at all year.
Yeah, well, he's facing the Chargers. I think they'll beat the Chargers. I think Houston's going to give him his run for his money. Houston's going to beat Pittsburgh. I mean, but we're going to get playoff Aaron Rodgers, which is going to be fun to watch too. Don't get me wrong. Buffalo Jacksonville is probably the hottest game on the AFC side, though.
So here's my thing. You guys are talking so full of confidence. I missed this a few weeks ago when you guys didn't even know if you'd beat the fucking Raiders. But here we go.
I don't have that
much
confidence,
put boot ass to the fucking really good.
I don't have the same.
Team.
I don't have the same confidence. As
our emotions
okay,
are
good.
Based
so we have a rational J, which is normally it's the opposite. Normally you're the ones like Jalen Hurts is the top 5. He's the GOAT.
Well, no. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I think
it goes Jalen Hurts.
With that said,
Shamar Moore Sanders.
Because we held Josh Allen to 12 points, guys. 12 points.
That's true.
That's real lockup defense. That's the MVP though, right? That's best player in the league.
You gotta keep in mind though, you're about to get playoff Jalen, and playoff Jalen is a different Jalen.
Oh, playoff Jalen. Okay. I mean, he's the defending Super Bowl champion.
Let me put this down right here. if we can get Tank
Lane
Bigsby
Johnson's
and
coming back. We
hold
got
up,
the tush push back.
And when you
if we could get Tank Bigsby and Saquon going, it's gonna be a long day.
So when you're
It's gonna be a
talking when
long
Joe,
day.
when you said best backfield,
Oh,
you're
speaking of
saying
which, time
like
out. If Tanks Bigsby doesn't get Dre bricked up for what he did to that lineman, oh my
Bro,
God.
do you see what he did to He had Bobby Wagner in the air. That's a grown ass man, a running back picking up a middle linebacker. He had him in the air off the ground, server.
Steal
I
him
didn't know he was on my fantasy team. I picked him up at the end. He
Grown
helped me win my
ass
championship.
man.
I picked him by accident, server. I picked him. I
Yo,
was trying to pick Travis
grown
Etienne.
ass man. He had him off his feet like he was a fucking kid.
It was wild as fuck, bro. Someone
Okay.
said
Obviously
someone said take out or was it the other Johnson Tank there instead.
all right. So you guys,
What?
feel the Eagles are going to win. I don't. I'll be the minority
Think
here.
San Francisco is going to beat us?
I think San Francisco will beat you guys. I just feel like you guys have had an up and down season. You guys are one of the best teams. I'll agree with. I just feel like it's going to be a close game. I agree with Joe. I think it's going to be like a field goal. I think it's going to be very close. I'd be surprised if it's boot to Astray. That'd be crazy to me. The 49ers have had a great year
turn
too.
your camera put your camera on your desk. I want to see where the cocaine's at.
Oh, it's already up my nose, so don't worry about it. It's
I
already
made sure.
gone.
I just want to make sure.
So-
You sound crazy.
So we got that. And my team, we get to sit back and watch everybody. We're off this week. I will say, since we're talking about last game, we didn't really look very impressive the last game. Our defense looked fine, like all year. Some people were, complaining in the Discord chat about the Broncos or whatever.
Did you
And it's
sit
not a
most of your
surprise.
team?
What's up? What'd you say, Joe?
Did you sit most of your team?
No, we played because we
Did
had
Denver
to win.
sit most of their team?
No.
They had to play the Chargers.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you guys a question before
We needed to lock
completely
up
move
the
off
1
of
seed.
Eagles. Before we completely move off the Eagles, do you guys agree, my Eagles fans, and server jump in, with us sitting our starters for that game?
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
you couldn't tell if Chicago was going to win or lose, so you couldn't risk hurting your players on a chance of getting the second seed. And I think on a front office side and a overall court management side of it all, I think it was a better move, even if it was just the backups. Our second string. By the way, the Tanner McKee people, he sucks. Let's just get that fact straight.
He's a good backup. He's a good backup, but that's about it.
But you watched him, and Kelly Ringo, where are you at?
Oh yeah, don't
turn
get me
your
started
back
on him, bro.
if you turn your back on another 30-year-old man like that, you deserve it.
Yo, if I see Ringo and Adoree Jackson in an Eagles uniform yesterday, I'm next year, bro. I'm going to Philly and I'm Swiss cheesing niggas, bro.
Okay, so now the rest of the playoffs. How do you guys feel about a lot of these games? Do you think there's going to be any more bell to asses for the rest of the first round?
Can I, wait, before you do it, right? Yo, I'm calling the upset this weekend, bro. Panthers is beating the Rams. Mark my fucking words. Mark my fucking words. Bryce Young is going to clip them niggas just because he got cheated out of that last game in Tampa Bay. Those refs hold him that entire fucking game. They hold the Panthers that entire game. You can go watch that shit on Twitter, Threads, wherever the fuck you look at it. They hold them on so many penalties.
And people
It's
still
not
on
even
Threads?
fucking
That's
funny.
still a thing?
Yeah, Threads still be popping. Threads still be popping.
I literally just said that on Clocked Out Sports an hour ago.
Shout out Clocked Out Sports. Shout out Clocked Out.
Clocked Out. Lock it.
Shaw, my guy Joey. But anyway, I definitely said that I see the Panthers possibly moving past the first.
Okay, so we got two Panthers. Joe, me and you are both saying Rams, right?
Listen, I have the Rams going to the NFC Championship against us at the end of the day because it only makes more sense because they're looking for that revenge too. But
it's not wrestling, okay? They're not scripting it, okay? They gotta show.
Hey, you never know.
Script.
You never know,
bro. If you're saying scripted, it's shit, and you watch that Carolina game, I would tell you differently. Also, I would also say it again, scripted bullcrap. Was it the Green Bay game that kicked the field goal to break the spread? Fucking ruined half of Vegas.
Talking about field goals? You talking about field goals? You want to talk about that Steelers game?
Yeah, that's my guy.
The
He also
Ravens
helped me.
literally their
Bear.
season is going off
Did
of
you
a
see?
fucking 12-yard field goal.
Did you see Lamar and everyone's reaction to that? Oh
No,
my god!
Lamar, he was mad, but he was happy. He going to Miami. Lamar's out of there.
Harbaugh got
He's
fired
going
just for being the guy that hired that kicker, and just
because he had to
fucking
fire Justin
Well,
Tucker the year prior.
how do we feel about Harbaugh getting fired? While we're on that, really quick.
It was coming soon.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they want to
It was
win
coming
more. I know
soon.
they
Games
won a
past
few
him.
years ago, but they gotta. I think
Oh,
honestly, it's kind of 50-50 to be fair. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm gonna say, Jonathan Gannon, you are welcome back to the OC position in the
Please.
Philadelphia Eagles Corporation. Please
Please.
go on back.
Anybody,
Please.
we will take the homeless
Please,
person on
Jonathan
Kensington
Gannon, bro.
Avenue.
We will come pick you
It
up
always
in
goes
the
back
drip
to
and
the
all.
Eagles. It always
And
goes
we
back
will
to the
take the
I mean,
Eagles.
homeless
Jonathan
person.
We're in
Gannon
the
was there
playoffs.
in
We're talking
Arizona
about
when we
Harbaugh,
lost. He stayed there.
somehow we end up back to the Eagles for no reason. We're talking
No,
about
Oh, he's
Harbaugh
talking
being
about fired
fired.
Like
coaches.
Harbaugh's going to go back to
Never for
college.
no
Harbaugh's going to
reason.
go back to college. That's the only way he's going to go. He's going to go back to college.
You don't think he'll take
Harbaugh?
there's a lot of positions that are open. I think he's
Everybody
done
just
with
got fired. He's getting hired somewhere.
He's definitely getting hired in the NFL. He's not
Wait,
coming
Harbaugh
back
got
am I tripping? Where did he coach in college?
for I'm trying to do it without looking it up.
I don't remember him in college coaching.
I know his brother coaches.
I know
Well,
he
his brother
coached Michigan.
coaches
I
for
know
Michigan now.
Jim.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna look. Well, Joe, you can look.
Jim is the one that went to Michigan, but I don't remember John ever coaching in college.
Because
Wiki.
I remember he used to coach the 49ers years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
He first coached as a graduate assistant at Western Michigan University, then University of Pitt, then Morehead State, then Cincinnati, Indiana.
Oh yeah. Because I think he's responsible. He's responsible for Travis Kelce and them.
Yeah.
Morehead State, Cincinnati, Indiana,
Just
and then
He just said it,
Yeah.
Joe.
Joe ain't got his
I didn't hear
Christ.
Morehead. I didn't hear Morehead. I heard Cincy in that. I didn't hear Morehead. Sorry.
Of course you didn't. You're like a fucking dumb stripper. Anyways.
Morehead. $20 is $20, right?
Morehead.
Morehead, I didn't hear it. That means don't stop.
I hear
it. Hey, yo, chat.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
let's get into the rest of the playoff games.
I mean, listen, he was in Philly from 98 to 2007. He can also come back to us
Philly.
too.
Going back to Philly.
Okay. So potential playoff games that we're looking forward to. What are we thinking?
Yes. Where are we at, Dre? What are you looking forward to? Who do you think?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who's advancing?
Obviously, I'm looking forward to the Eagles 49ers game, but
right.
To be honest with you, man, I kind of want to see the Bears Packers game. I think Green Bay might get that lick back. They might get that lick back.
I don't think so. I don't think
they're too beat up.
I think if you talk about belt to ass, that would be one.
I don't think they're going to put. They didn't put belt to ass on them last time. They won by a touchdown. Game winner.
Packers and the Bears. Come on.
Panthers Rams is going to be a good game. And I think Buffalo
won by a game-winning touchdown to DJ Moore, who's a nobody now. That's how they beat the Packers the last time they played them. They're not going to blow them out.
You think the Bears are not going to blow out the Packers?
No, they're not.
The Packers have no offensive line. They don't have Micah Parsons. They've been in a slump. I mean, I don't see
that game was 3 weeks ago. They literally won by a game-winning touchdown to DJ Moore, who is a nobody.
So let me ask you guys. Let me ask all you guys this question. Do you guys?
Right, he don't do shit on there no more.
Hold on. Let me ask you guys this question because I'm an old head and I've always remembered the term second season. Like, it doesn't matter what you do in the playoffs. Now it's the second season. So really the regular season, you can say, oh, this team beat them by 20 early in the year and blah, 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 whatever. Put all these things just to build up the game. But don't you feel there's a whole different mentality when people are playing in the second season? Like, as long as they're all good. Every team that made the playoffs are good, regardless of record. Even the Panthers are good, even though they have a losing record. They're still a good team. So
I think that's the reason why they were lost.
The Pittsburgh Steelers really good though.
Their defense is.
The defense is very
Aaron
solid.
Rodgers in the
Yeah,
playoff
defense
is
solid.
Bro, TJ Watt's out there playing with a collapsed lung.
right.
That motherfucker's real.
The thing is
they're
that right there, Pittsburgh versus Houston is going to be experience versus like athleticism. Like,
and I think it's going to be bad weather
while
too.
Houston has all the great like athletic players and the defense is really well, you're gonna have to struggle outsmarting Aaron Rodgers. Like you're gonna struggle
their
doing
defense.
that.
Houston's defense is very, very good this year. They're statistically better than the Broncos in regards to yards. So they finished with the least amount of yards against their defense this year in the AFC.
I think DK's out too, so it's going to be like a run heavy game for Pittsburgh.
I think Houston's going to win, but it's going to be a decent game. Anytime you have Aaron Rodgers,
I don't know, dude. The way Gainwell and Jalen Warren been playing lately, bro, like that punch is like nasty right now. They've been playing great.
So who do you guys like in the Buffalo Jacksonville game? How do you think that's going to shape up?
Jacksonville.
I low-key like Jacksonville. I feel like
Buffalo. You seen it too, Joe? You seen the grills? They gave Trevor Lawrence grills. They iced that nigga out.
I think that Jacksonville is one of those is the dark horse team that I could actually see making the Super Bowl low key.
Yeah.
And I think that the Buffalo Bills are a team that they don't really. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Besides James Cook and Josh Allen, the Bills are really not good. I mean, they're really not that good at all. They don't really have many good receivers. I mean, they have a few okay receivers, but I just see them losing that game.
But when you say not that good, what do you mean? Like, why are they not that good?
Like nothing that as like good stands out as what he like.
Nothing special.
He's not saying like a AJ or like a
not as good as
team
previous.
The overall team talent.
Yeah. How about not as good as previous seasons? How about that? Is that fair? Not as good as previous seasons? I mean, how many games they win this year? 11, 12? I mean,
I
think
12
and 5.
What were they? 12 and 5?
Yeah,
they won 11, 12. They won 12 games this year. Like, how do you?
Yeah. Well, I also when I look at that, I look at strength of schedule and I look at like who they.
But
play.
We've had this argument before. Every team has fucking.
You did this with the Patriots too.
Yeah,
you did this with the Patriots.
And I'll do it again because
if they had a different quarterback than Josh Allen, would you feel differently? Because I think that's a big bias part of you because they have Josh Allen, so they're not that good because you don't really fuck with Josh Allen.
No. Well, I mean that's not true because I just said like the only good parts about them are Josh Allen and James Cook.
Right,
that's really it.
That.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's all they have no defense, like, nothing. Every game has been like 40 to 30.
They have an okay defense. They have a pretty good defense. They have a two-man fucking they have a two-man offense, and then that's really it. So I think they can get exposed. They have a two-man offense. They have two good players on
he just throws it. He just hands it to Cook, and then he throws it to him.
Yeah,
that's the whole.
It's either Josh Allen making
12 wins.
It's either Josh Allen doing superhero plays or James Cook. And when Josh Allen gets shut down, James Cook saves the day. That's how it goes every time.
So, money on the line is Buffalo losing to Jacksonville.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yes.
I agree too. I put that in my little parlay pick.
And they're playing. Jacksonville is playing amazingly right now. By the way,
they're really good. And that game is in Jacksonville, right? Because they have.
Oh yeah, they're cooked. Yeah,
Buffalo. It's in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're cooked.
But let me talk about something that you just said, Dre. I said the same thing about the Patriots. Let me talk about the game that I'm looking forward to: the Patriots versus the Chargers. Okay,
right, about 5 minutes left, and we got a couple things to get into.
I think that's going to be their first real test because LA's pass rush could actually be the thing that stunts the Patriots movement. So we'll see. And then the short yardage attack is also really good. And the Chargers.
I thought you said I'm sorry. I thought I'd heard the Rams. My bad.
No. I mean, the Chargers. If I said the Rams, I apologize. But the Chargers, their pass rush could really shake and give Drake May a reality check. And then, like I said, the short yardage attack is also really good. So I think that one's the one I'm going to be paying attention to the most. Besides,
Server thought he heard the Rams. It was hard of hearing, but you know what else is hard? Me. And you know who got me hard this week? You know who's got me bricked up? Oh my God, has nothing to do with the NFL whatsoever.
If it's Cayenne Anthony, I swear.
No, it is not. It is not Cayenne Anthony. We're going to transition into some NBA basketball. My Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown went for a 50 ball the other day. 50 ball, okay? He's in elite company with Larry Bird and Jason Tatum, okay? All right? Just want to let you know that now. 50 ball.
Fuck Boston.
Bricked up.
Dre, do you want to do
Fair,
your
fair,
cooking
very
and cook
fair.
with about
You were, you
three?
were, you were. You know
Would
what?
you would
You
you
were,
you said you'd say he's cooking?
he was cooking. I think he's cooking. And I
Yeah,
think he's cooking. You know who else is cooking? I have a list of people who are cooking this week. Okay.
Like
And you
that.
know what? Let me stick with what you were going for, Dre. Let me go with some NBA basketball. Okay. Let me go ahead and talk about once again my guy, two guys. Actually, I'm gonna give this split. Tyrese Maxey still playing lights out, still playing MVP basketball. They've lost some games. They have a very inconsistent team, but I'm telling you, man, Tyrese Maxey is playing the best basketball of his life. Splitting that title, VJ Edgecombe, potential rookie of the year. This guy is a big time, prime time player. So both of those guys from my Sixers are cooking. Who else is cooking this week? Let's move over to the NFL. Wow. Talking about the Patriots, Ramondre Stevenson running like a man possessed. I think he had 131 yards the other day. Man, I'm telling you, this guy, he is legit. Another guy, well, not guy, team who's cooking. The Seahawks. They got a balanced offense, strong front seven, number one seed. They are cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Also, they're cooking, but I'm watching them. The Steelers, they got a big win. I respect the win, but I don't respect the illusion. I said that earlier. I'm going to say it again. You're cooking right now, Steelers, but I don't know if you're going too far in the playoffs. Last but not least, who's cooking? How about them Texans and CJ Stroud, baby? They are the most opportunistic team in the NFL, if you ask me. That defense takes every mistake and they flip it into gold, if you will. So shouts out to you guys. You're cooking. But who's cooked this week? The Ravens. What the hell, man? What the hell? You guys were like that meme where the guy's like looking at he's like at first and he's like at the end. Horrible, horrible, unfortunate. Sorry, Ravens. With the talent you have, no excuse, but they're cooked. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the Packers. I think you guys are going to be going cooked into the playoffs and you're going to be cooked in the playoffs. I just don't see it. I know that Dre said that they're going to play him close and then I don't think so. I think you guys are going into a bear trap. So that's cooking and cook for this
yeah,
week,
bear
ladies and
trap.
gentlemen.
Air trap. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
I like that.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
like that right
so
there.
we got about a minute and a half left. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I also want to let everybody know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But I'm gonna pin a question in the comments. Hopefully, we could get some engagement in the comments and see who your pick is for the NFL playoffs. Who's gonna win in the first round? Who's gonna go on to the championship? And I'm feeling pretty good. This is gonna be a good first episode of 2026. And also don't forget, Travis Kelce retired. So I want to make sure I take this time out and say goodbye